News that matters on Local 44 News.
At this place in history, we're in Barre with Steve Perkins, the executive director of the Vermont Historical Society. And Steve, we're in an area of the Granite City that a lot of people might not know is within it, given what this is and what it's been used for.
Yeah, so Mike, we are within the city limits of Barre, but we're in this beautiful kind of conservation area called the Barre Cow Pasture. So why is it called the Barre Cow Pasture? So we've invited the chair of the committee that oversees this area, Chris Russo-Fraser, to take us on a little hike today.
This doesn't look much like a cow pasture now, does it? But it once was a cow pasture where the local owners grazed their cows. It was probably when the Abenakis, obviously when they owned it, it was wooded.
The city owned the land.
They used it to graze their horses, their work horses that were used in the city to plow streets and to and roll snow and other tasks that vehicles are used for these days.
Starting, I believe it was shortly after the 1927 flood, this area started to see some uses that were a bit different from some of those.
Yes, there was apparently a Meadowbrook country club that was flooded out, and they wanted to go to higher grounds, and the pasture was higher grounds for them. So yeah, at one point this was a golf course.
So Chris, you've been telling us about some really interesting features of the cow pasture, both natural and historical, so I think we're going to go take a look at those right now.
Yeah, let's see them.
You were telling us about some interesting trees here on the property, and we've got one right over here over our shoulder.
Yeah, it's interesting, isn't it?
It's beautiful. How old is that tree?
I wish I knew how old that tree is. We should actually find somebody who can age it for us.
It has something very notable within it.
The sugar tap. Yeah, a friend found that embedded in the tree on the far side. It definitely shows the multiple uses of this property.
So how can people come and visit the cow pasture?
Well, if they live in Barre City, there's many ways that they could come and walk to the pasture. There are side trails from different neighborhoods, or there's an entrance at the end of Maplewood Avenue, and you could drive. There's a small parking lot there. And on the Barre City website, under the Cow Pasture Stewardship Committee, there are some pieces of information and maps and the management plan for the property and documents. And there's also a prior member created a storybook walk on the pasture, so there's a link to that.
A city-owned cow pasture turned woodland preserve at this place in history.
This is Local 44 Morning Brew.